Hola, hello. Thanks for tuning in with God is out there. This is what I look like when I wake up in the morning. No matter how many hours of sleep do I get, this is what I look like. According to the sleep app, I had got 8 hours worth of sleep. Now I will say that me getting 8 hours worth of sleep versus 6 is a little bit better, but 10 hours, 12 hours will be better than the 8 hours. I have narcolepsy. I have hypersomnolece. Then I snore. Then I have restless leg syndrome. I have sleep paralysis. All those are part of the sleep disorder. So when I go to bed, I have a lot of arousals, which means I wake up for no apparent reason. Like they did the sleep study, 20, 40. One time they did a sleep study was 22 arousals per hour. Another sleep study showed 42 arousals per hour. I know that I do get up and go to the bathroom once or twice, depending on how much liquid I intake the day before, the night before. So, being diagnosed with narcolepsy almost 16 years later, hypersomnolece, I was already diagnosed. I've been had snoring, but they just diagnosed me with that too. Been had that since teenage years. My sister couldn't stand for me to go to sleep before her because if I went to sleep before her, she was going to have a hard time sleeping because not only do I snore extremely loud to be a small frame woman. So they put me on this medicine called title is ARMODANI. And I think that's it. Omnifil. It's supposed to keep me alert and awake for, a longer period of time than when out the medicine because I have excessive daytime sleepiness, which means I tend to get sleepy at all times of the day and have a strong urge to go to sleep. Some people with narcolepsy also have cataplexy. I don't have that, but I did just experience my knees buckling when I laughed around 3 days ago when I was at my partner's house, his house. I laughed really hard and I had this funny feeling in my knees and they buckled. I never experienced that before, so now I have to keep an eye for any more symptoms like that, because then that means that cataplexy may be coming on years later. Because I did read that if you don't have a cataplexy, which are not narcolepsy diagnosis, it can come on years later after the onset of excessive daytime sleepiness. I cannot experience sitting there laughing or crying strongly and my knees buckle when I fall to the ground. I don't think that's going to be safe. But I was watching videos that say that people really never really hurt themselves, I guess unless they fall against something. But my knees literally buckled. I had this feeling in my knees buckled and I bent down a little bit. So I have to, like I said, monitor them symptoms. But the medicine is supposed to keep me alert and help me stay awake, for a longer period of time before, by limiting the excessive daytime sleepiness. I took the medicine for 5 days. Around the second or third day, I was like, I don't feel right. I was extra tired. My eyes felt real heavy, like all day long. I was freaking irritable. So a day I missed it, but I didn't have the symptoms. So I took the medicine 2 more days and had feeling that awful feeling of being extremely tired, more tired and more sleepy than I am without the medicine. So I stopped taking the medicine. I called the doctor and left a message, but no one called me back. And the other medicine that I was on when they first diagnosed me with idiopathic hypersomnolence was Mondanafil, which is the first version of the second medicine that I just took was supposed to be a little bit more potent. But maybe it's too potent for me because it actually was making me more sleepier. And then it felt like I couldn't lay down and take a nap because I couldn't fall asleep. So, but I was reading the reviews on the medicine. It was like, it really helps for people, but it ain't helping for me. Just like with caffeine, it helps for people. That caffeine don't do nothing but send me to the bathroom to pee. So now I just have to sit and wait for my appointment in November to tell them because I'm not going to call them again. I think I'm going to try the medicine for a couple more days again, do another trial and see if them symptoms are still there. If not, then I'm definitely just going to say I'm not taking it. It's just such a hard thing to deal with, to wake up, to get ready for work. You may feel a little okay. Time you get to work, you feel like you need to go to sleep, but you just slept 8 hours. That's the life of a narcolepsy. You just sit there, you could be talking, and next thing you know, you be asleep, but you don't even know you fell asleep. That happened to me. I was talking to a coworker. When she was talking to me, we were sitting in the dark, was doing nap time for the students, and she was talking to me. And she said she was waiting for a response. And I was like, well, why I didn't answer? She said, when I came to look in your face, you was asleep. But I didn't even know I had fell asleep. People could be laughing really hard and body may drop. May not be able to move for a few seconds. Or crying, any strong emotions that can happen with people who have catalepsy, which is another form or another symptom of narcoleptic. But this is sleep disorders. And then you have to worry about so many other diseases like diabetes and heart disease. Because people with narcolepsy, if they not exercising and they just sleeping, then they might put on that excess weight and cause those other problems. So you really have to watch what you eat, have a healthy diet. Get your people with narcolepsy. For me, if I take a 15-minute nap, I'm not going to feel refreshed. That's because I got diagnosed with hypersomnolece over the fact that already comes with narcolepsy. So for me, when I have my sleep attack, if I am able to lay down and fall asleep, I'm going to feel like I didn't even take a nap when I get up. So sometimes a nap, I may have the urge to sleep and need to sleep, but it really doesn't benefit me in the long run because I wake up looking the same way I look when I lay down. So yeah, it's something really hard to deal with. And I've been dealing with this since like 2005. And then I tried 2 medicines and they didn't work. God is Hadia.